Hello and welcome back to Seconds Out. My name is Ayman Khan here with the Savage Alen Babic. Alan, sir, how you doing?
Very good. Thank you, brother. Thank you for calling me. Just chilling. Chilling with my little dachshund, like always these days.
What's your dog's name?
It's Odin.
Odie.
Odin.
You didn't want to go for a boxing name?
It's Odin. Odin, and his middle name is Fenrir, the wolf who killed Odin.
Yeah, that's like the Greek mythology, right?
Yeah,
something like that. Indeed, I know you're into Greek mythology, like Kratos, which is emblazoned on your chest. Let's talk about yourself, your fighting spirit. Alan, if I could ask you to reflect on your loss to Rozanski, how do you feel now that dust has like firmly settled on that defeat?
Yeah, well, I don't think I'm still settled. I'm still dazed. I still, I'm still not there. Not there to go on with my career. I train every day. That's how I keep myself in shape, motivated, and healthy. I would go nuts if I didn't train. So I have a rule. Every day I gotta kill myself in training for at least 2 hours, and I can do whatever the rest of the time. So that is really what's keeping me sane. And was a hard loss, like I said last time, and still nothing changed. I mean, I thought about it. I said, okay, let's move on, but it's hard. I think I need some bit more time. I have some personal things to settle now, so I'm gonna be back. I think by the end of the year.
Alan, when you first burst onto the scene, you were and you still are really refreshing in the way you speak about the sport, and you were kind of saying like you're not scared of defeat, you kind of welcome defeat, and you wanted to go out in a blaze of glory. Was this defeat the way you wanted to suffer your first defeat?
Yeah, well, I'm not happy with myself. How did I took this defeat? I'm not happy, and I'm actually, I'm very, how I say, I'm surprised. I took it very, very bad, very bad. So everything I said, I fucked it all up. I thought it's gonna be just another fight, just another a business day, but it's not. It bothers me, and I can't say differently because it bothers me a lot. But on the first minute after the fight, I said can't wait to be back. That's the only thing that's on my mind. Only thing that's keeping me sane because, like I said always, I don't have a plan B. I never had a plan B, so this is all I have. So I gotta go through it. So it's hard. It's hard. I'm getting to know the professional side of business. When you lose, it's not like when you win. I want to tell you that. But yeah, I like the challenge, and this is challenging. And I like the challenge, and I took it on my chin, and let's go. I still, like I said, I train every day. I have a session in 2 hours, so I'm broken. I'm broke. My body is still broken. It doesn't want to work, but I do 18 rounds of sparring. I don't care. If the body doesn't want to come to its senses, I'm going to make it come. So,
Alan, can I ask you, obviously you're close with your mentor and friend, Dillian Whyte. What was the advice he gave you after you suffered your first defeat? Dillian, obviously he's had defeats and he's maintained his status and place in boxing. What did he tell you?
Yeah, well, he always have the harshest words, after my victories. And now after my defeat, he was the best of them all. He knows he's been defeated. So he knows what I felt. And I think he's the only one who knew how I felt because he was supportive, and he was like that. He said, bro, I lost big fights. I wanted to do all the things you're thinking about right now, but just gotta come back, just gotta bounce back, that's always what I say when I was at the beginning of my career, when everything was perfect. I always said I just made boxing my life, so I can't go any other way. If I can, maybe I would, but I can't. I keep making boxing my priority. I have a wedding coming soon, but boxing is number one priority still. Everybody's mad at me. Just give me 1 month. No, or no. I gotta train every day to keep my head sane, to be in the shape, but I am nowhere near my boxing shape. So that is really what bothering me, because I'm not gonna go into fight if I'm not 100% ready. I made a mistake last time, and then it almost cost me my head. Well, leave the business, the money and everything. That all comes and goes. It's shit. I need to be able to knock everybody out in the world like I was. Who did you want me to fight? You all the big names and everything. That's who I want to be. You know. So my main concern is just getting back to that level. I know I can do it. I did it 5 times for sure. This time it goes a little bit harder, I must say. It's tough. But when I entered the ring yesterday, it's just not the Savage. It's not. I don't feel it. And I keep getting punched in my head, fucked up. But I don't. I keep getting punched in the head, and it's weird. It's literally like you forgot how to box, like in a week. So I'm experiencing that right now, and I'm not happy with myself. And yeah, it still bothers me, as you can tell.
Yeah, I can see that in you. And look, you obviously as well have a place in the heart of a lot of British boxing fans and fans across the world because of the style and entertainment you bring to the ring. Alan, I wanted to ask you, look, reading after the fight and listening to some of the interviews you said after the fight, there was a little bit of turbulence heading into this fight outside of the ring. Is everything in place now going forward to have everything right outside the ring for your eventual return?
Yeah, nothing is in place. Nothing. It was terrible before, and because listen, I split up with my longtime coach for 8 years, like literally 1 month before the biggest fight of my life. So 1 month, maybe two, because it was the first date and then the date after 1 month. So it was 2 months. I was alone on the streets. I didn't have a trainer. I didn't have nobody. The Chill, who was my trainer, I knew him because I was in a camp for Okoli. For Lawrence Okoli, I was sparring him. So I said, can you take me to this fight? Just like that. He's like, yeah, well, let's work, let's this. And it was a wrong decision, obviously, but it was the only decision I had. And I put everything, all the last pennies I had, I put into that fight. I really wanted to work, but you can't be with a coach for 1 month and expect to. I listen when I entered the ring on the fight night. I didn't know where my corner was. I was totally disoriented. I just didn't feel it. Just didn't feel it. All the sparrings were good. All the trainings were good. You know how it goes. Dubai, everything is perfect. But in the ring, I felt the loneliest person in the world. The loneliest, because I keep thinking, if this fight goes to the end of the round, I don't know where to go. I don't know where my corner is. I'm disoriented. Where will I walk? I gotta search for a judge to tell me where to go. So it was like this. I really wasn't in that ring. I don't know what happened still, but all the accumulation of things, and the Poles did their job great. I didn't have a rest for 1 minute or for 10 days while I was in Poland. So it was really good job by them, and I think it was all of the dominoes just perfectly aligned for a big defeat, because there's no way I will lose to Rozanski in a sparring ring or in a gym. No way. I'll kill him. Although I like him, I respect him, but I think I would kill him. But on that night, I couldn't knock out myself if I tried. That's how I felt. I punched him in the body a few times. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I felt I had no power, So I really experienced the loneliness in the boxing, which I write about all the time, and I didn't even know what it was.
And then it sounds like, look, that the time that you're having now, you looking to assess things and get things right before you return. And if you're targeting a date towards the end of the year, sounds like you're giving yourself that right amount of time to get yourself straight and right. Can I ask you, Alan, what weight are you looking to return at? Are you looking to still campaign at Bridgerweight?
I'm a heavyweight fighter. I'm a cruiserweight who thinks he's a heavyweight, and I'm undefeated in heavyweights. So I really want to go heavyweight weight, but this last fight was the first where I didn't really listen to Dillian. I said he told me you have a chance of a lifetime, but is it too soon? I said, Dillian, let's go, bro. I never back down from a fight, never back down from a challenge. Let's go. To all the team, I said, fully. Even after I lost my trainer, I was supposed to say, bro, it's not good. Just cancel it. That was the easiest part to do. But my stupid head doesn't allow me to back down. Doesn't allow me, it doesn't. I said, I'm going to go because my first plan was just to put my cornerman in the corner and just to give me the gum shield. And that's all. I'm going to do everything by myself. But that's not how boxing works. So I need the team, and I got my team gathered, and it looked pretty good. I was in shape and everything, but inside I was falling apart because 10 days before the fight, I had my last sparring session in Dubai. And after that sparring session, I called my guys in Croatia and I said I fucked it up. And they were like, what, you look beautiful. I was like, I fucked it up, bro. Well, one guy managed to do 12 rounds with me. You don't do that with the Savage, especially when I'm in the training camps. I need 5 guys, 4 guys, 3 guys do 9 rounds, 10 rounds. One guy did 12. I know I'm not there. I knew right then. I knew I'm not there. But again, I had a choice. Should I go the easier route? Just say I'm injured, I'm not gonna fight. And then I said no. I put myself into this situation, lost all my money already, so fuck it. It's all or nothing, and I got the big nothing.
I'm sure brighter days are in your future, Alan. Could I ask you, look, in the aftermath of Rozanski win and claiming the Bridgerweight title, Tony Bellew has said he's teasing a return to the ring and saying he might take on Lukasz Rozanski. How do you feel Tony will get on against Rozanski if the two do meet, if Tony does come out of retirement?
Yeah, well, listen, even if I won like I supposed to, everybody would challenge me because that's the easiest. Like I got the easiest route to become the world champion, WBC world champion. I took it, so I would be. Tony Bellew would probably challenge me if I were at the place, and he has fully right. So and Melissa Rozanski, about him, he has something. Obviously, he has like 15 fights or what, 14 knockouts or 1650. So he has something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is because I don't know what happened that night, and I would want that to happen to Bellew. I think it would because Bellew is much more experienced than I am, so he would recognize some things, maybe do some things differently. And it's not going to be a fight in Poland. I wouldn't recommend him, Bellew, to take that fight in Poland, just get Rozanski out of the wrestle and then fight him. So, yeah, Tony Bellew is a world star boxer, so you can't do these things to him. They do these things to me, I was actually searching for matches 2 days before a fight. I was searching the town of Rezov to buy matches. God, and they gave me some shitty matches, and then I throw that out to my window and I slept on the cardboard. It's crazy. So you can't do these things to Bellew. And no, it's a good fight. It's a good fight. Like I said, Rozanski has like 10 fights ended in first round. Obviously, does something right. I didn't feel his power. I didn't felt it. I didn't felt it a single bit because day after the fight, I was running 10Ks. I was doing my training and stuff. I wasn't even tired. I just felt like I went into the locker room and then the fight was over. That was my feeling. I don't remember the ring walk. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. I think my mind fucks with me. That's the only thing I can think of.
When you answered the
The
question,
pressure got to me.
when you answered the question in the first half of the answer, you kind of said like, if you'd won the fight, maybe it would have been you and Bellew. Would you entertain that? Because look, I'm thinking there's only one fighter at Bridgerweight that really kind of captures the British public's imagination, yourself, against Tony Bellew. That'd be a really, really interesting fight there, Alan. Would you take that fight?
You know me, I'm still the same fool. I will take the fight in an instant. You know me, so I can't wait to be back so I can talk about these big fights and all the fans want to see and everything. But, I'm not there. No, so I can't say that now because it looks like I'm underestimating everybody who I say right now. But of course, when I come back, I think I'm going to be back maybe a month, maybe two. But listen, I wanna do something big, because my rise was spectacular. You saw it from day one. My fall was even more spectacular. So now I wanna rise again, because that's what champions do. I'm never gonna take a normal job and continue working. No, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not that guy. Even if I have to destroy everything around me and it goes. Away from myself. How can I explain it? I'm gonna do bad things to myself to be in boxing. I don't care about all those stuff. I'm a boxer, and that's the path I chose, and I still think the same. Imagine me now telling you otherwise. I would disappoint millions. I told them you can do it, and I believed it, and I believe it still. I still believe it. My body is broken right now. I have like 40 days in a row training. I, I I I massacred my body, but I'm gonna be there. This way or another, I'm gonna be there again. Just to prove you everything I said before. You know?
Alan, a couple of final things from me, and I'll let you go. Get back to your training. We've mentioned your mentor and friend Dillian Whyte. He's looking to rise up again, like yourself, and to avenge his defeat in the pros to Joshua. That being Dillian Whyte. Obviously, he has a win over Joshua in the amateurs when he stopped him. But do you feel like this is Whyte's time to defeat Joshua and go on to a fight against Deontay Wilder? Is he planning to do so?
Well, I always fancied the Wilder fight for Whyte. I said that many years, and I love that. And the Joshua fight and Dillian, I think they will be the biggest British fight in some time. So of course I would like that fight. I would love that fight. I think it's the best fight for both of them. Joshua is also the rebound, and Dillian Whyte is still searching for his place, although he's in top two guys for the last 5 years. So it's a little bit, but he's not gonna step aside. He's not gonna back down. He's gonna do everything I do because I learned from Dillian. So a lot of my talking comes from the main man. So I know how he thinks. So he's not gonna back down. He's a very smart man, very successful in boxing. And he told me, bro, I was there three or four times. I was done with boxing. I wanted to be over, but I just kept on going, kept on pushing. So I took a lot of pride in him being in my corner.
How does
Still,
he beat? How does he beat Joshua?
there's only one way. I don't think it goes to the judges' scorecards. You know, I would like to call that old Dillian Whyte left hook into play. Let Joshua throw his uppercuts, let Whyte throw his hooks. That's what we want to see. That's what all the people want to see. And I think that fight is nearly done. Is it? Does it have a date? Not yet.
August 12th, I think it is.
It does. Oh, I didn't see that. August. Yeah. Great stuff. Great stuff. Like I said, they're gonna go all out because when these two get heated, you're gonna have a proper boxing match.
There's a fight I want to pick your brains on, that being Zhang versus Joyce too. Do you think that Joyce can get the win this time around and right the wrong of the first fight?
Such a hard fight. I can't wait to see that. Zhang, he has proved himself like on the highest level you can imagine. So Joyce did the same thing in the amateurs, not really in the pros. So I think Zhang has the experience even in the amateurs, in the pros, but I don't know. Joyce have to box a really different game. He has to invent something. Zhang, all he has to do is do exactly the same thing, exactly the same. So he doesn't have to do nothing. He knows the blueprint to beat Joyce. Joyce doesn't know the blueprint to beat Zhang. So I think Zhang will be the advantage once again. I mean, he wasn't the first time, but I think this time he will be the favorite. In my mind, I would say, I mean, listen, Joyce, I sparred a lot of guys. You know that I come from sparring. I never had the tougher spar than Joyce. I always say that. Me and Joyce did 15 rounds in 3 days, something like that, and it was a beautiful massacre. So I know how deep Joyce can go. You just gotta watch out. Zhang is left-hander. You gotta watch through that left hand. Zhang has some power also. So let's see. Very interesting fight.
Bringing this back to you, look, you coming back and fighting or campaigning back at heavyweight. Dave Allen is talking about getting a big fight again. Could that present itself? Could the fight with Chisora present itself? What do you target and look for in a heavyweight return?
Oh, it sounds you really made up my day with those comments because I like that the UK still holds me very high. Myself, I don't hold myself such as high anymore, but I know it's just a temporary. It's just a fog. It needs to be lifted. But I like hearing those words. It's like when I talk about Savage, it's like I talk about something else. It's same stuff. I'm still fucked up. So I just need to get there, and then you can put me with whoever, the guy, the Makhmudov, the big guy, who's knocking everybody, all the biggest fights, when people think I'm gonna die in the ring, I want those kind of fights. I want those kind of fights. I just need to get back. Just need to get back. I still haven't found a way to get back to my old self. And then put me in against the Bulls. I don't care. I really want the biggest fights. I just need a proper camp, maybe even in UK. We've been mentioning some UK trainers. So if anybody have an idea how would that look, just call me. I'm in it for everything. And Dillian Whyte has some guys in mind and my team and everything. So I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. This year was a disaster, total disaster for me. Since day one, since 1st of January, it was fucked up. So I think that will end, by the end of the year. So I need to do this fight. I told that to Eddie Hearn. I said to my team, I need this fight. I just need to get some things settled. And in the 9th month, that is August. What is? August. 1st of August, I'm starting my camp. Still don't know where, don't know with who, don't know. Maybe I go back, maybe I go forward, maybe I go left, maybe I go right. Don't know. So I'm still there. But like I said, the potential is huge. I just need to get back. And then put all the Chisoras, Dave Allens, everybody, the people want me to fight. I'm going to fight them. Like I always did. This was the first fight that people didn't call, that I took my shot. They took my shot. And who can blame me? Who can blame a dreamer? Why do you blame a dreamer? I just took my shot, bro. I had a really, really small rate of success. I mean, not straight. I had a small chance of success. I took my shot, and I fucked it up. I'll do it again.
Well, Alan, it's certainly been great to listen to you and speak to you again. Like I said at the start of the interview, there's a lot of people waiting to see you back in the ring and hear you, on the big screens because we love your refreshing honesty in the sport. I'll leave the final word with you. A message to your Savage fans who eagerly wait your return.
Thank you, brother, and thank you, all of you. You've been very supportive through these dark times. My country of Croatia, not so much. they really had me, So I can't wait to be back. I think it's going to be the end of the year, and I'm coming back. I want a big fight. I don't want a small fight. I want a big fight. I want whoever you want to fight. I'm going to listen to all the comments, to all the people, to my Savage Army, because you made me. The Savage Army made me. If I didn't have enough views, clicks, or whatever, I would never be in this place. So I gotta come back. I gotta come back. I'm gonna win all of you back once again. Everybody, if somebody left my Savage Army, I'm gonna win you back. I promise you that with my heart.
Alan, a real pleasure. Thank you for speaking to Seconds Out, sir. All the best.
Thank you, brother.